Hi and welcome. This is Christina Ambubuyog of iloveintuition.com, and I have a special guest today, and it is Bhante Sujatha. Thank you so much for being here.
Good morning, Christina.
Good morning. Yes, Bhante has been traveling all over the world. He was just in Asia, Sri Lanka, Malaysia, Singapore, and Europe for the past how long?
Last 3 months.
3 months.
Right.
And he just got to Vegas last night. Gonna take it easy on him today. But I definitely wanted to bring him on to all of you because Bhante is a wonderful friend and a mentor and an inspiration for me in my own life. He is the founder of the Blue Lotus Temple in Woodstock, Illinois. He is the head monk and the visionary of that beautiful temple. And he travels and speaks and teaches and conducts workshops globally. And he really brings his message of adding more love to the world, which I love that, and brings that through meditation, loving kindness, and mindfulness. So thank you.
Thank you so much for inviting me, Christina, this morning.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, it's an honor. I'm excited. We have some juicy stuff we want to talk about. I would love to hear your story on how did you listen to your intuition. Bhante calls it following his heart, and we can all relate to that, and his purpose. And how did you listen to that voice, deciding to come from Sri Lanka as a Buddhist monk, and then bringing that to the U.S. Tell us about that, like that whole, how did that come up? Was it a voice? Was it a feeling? Was it an image?
Yeah, it is very interesting, Christina. First, I call myself, I'm a stubborn monk. So, when I do something, always there is some group of people, they love me so much. Sometimes they are against me. Always they reminded me, you are going to take a risk. Right? So, how I follow my heart, if I really feel something inside me, this is the right thing to do, I just do it. Right. I just do it. When I do it, always I have some risk too. So how I handle that fear and risk, whatever I do in my life, I will take whatever comes. It doesn't matter good or bad. I will accept both. Yeah. So if I am ready to accept both, good and bad, so always I can try things. And also if I fail, I feel there is a lesson. And next time when I do, I can do better job. So actually even I lose, I have a lesson. I never lose in another sense.
Right.
So people go, I lose it, but I don't believe it. So the losing means there is some lesson behind it. So always I take whatever my heart says, this is the right thing to do, I just take it. So even become a monk, age 11. Everybody said no. My parents, my family, all my friends, they said no, don't do this, don't do this. But I didn't listen to them. In that time I felt a little bad myself, the inside me, because I'm always not listening. Right. That's how they felt too. But whatever decision I made when I was 10 years old to become a monk, it worked very well for me, right? And
obviously.
Yes. After I come to the temple, when I was in the school and training, always I was different. I was different. So always my teachers, my guidance always telling me, no, this is the way you have to do. I was kind of tired myself, not listening to other people. But I felt this is not right thing for me to do sometimes. When the people ask many things for me to do, always I trusted my inner heart, whatever calling, I felt this is the right thing to do. But that moment, most of people watching and looking at me, they are terrifying. They feel bad. They feel I'm going to lose myself. But that is the one way, that's the excitement I have, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. When they say no, I'm going to do it more. So,
Mm.
and become a monk, come to the temple, studying and training that time, also the same situation. So I always follow my heart. I don't know what is the word for that. There's something always behind me telling me this is the right thing to do. Just do it, just follow it.
Mm.
So all my life, I did that. So then I came to the United States. So the same thing. So I didn't even have a plan. I just flow with it. And then I came to Michigan. I stayed there a few years. Then after that, I was planning to go to Chicago. So then that was so difficult.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's telling me, don't do this. You are a monk. You can handle this life and how you are going to live out of monastic life. But even my teacher said, you are going to take a risk.
Yeah.
I said, thank you so much, giving me some wisdom and compassion, but this is my risk.
Mm.
That is my risk, I'm going to take it. Right? And before I leave, he came to my car and said, now if you want to change, you can change it. You can stay here. I said, no, I'm going. So don't stop me. And so then I came to Chicago. So when I do everything, same thing, whole my life, the uncertainty, but I took the risk. I just followed my heart. So it's working very well. I don't know it's work for everybody. I cannot say that.
Right.
But for me, listen to my inner, deeper heart, it's worked perfectly for me.
Yeah. And it's fascinating because I love this story because you didn't have a lot of support.
No, in the beginning, no, not the support at all. Even moral support, financial support, nothing.
Right.
I started my journey in United States in zero, especially right after I moved to Chicago. So I didn't have any support. I had a little support, but they didn't give me the direction. Oh, this is the way you have to go. This is the way you have to go. I had to figure out myself. I had some food to eat. I have a place to live. That's the natural. Everybody has to have that, right?
Yeah.
So other than that, I didn't have anything in the beginning.
Yeah.
The last 11, 15 years.
Yeah.
So I figured out myself.
Yes, and in those last 11, 15 years since you've been here and really followed your inner heart, figuring things out, Bhante's super resourceful in that way, and he travels everywhere. Like, I'm so amazed how much work you're creating.
Right.
I always call Bhante like the magical manifester of the world. He like says he doesn't even do anything, like it just comes his way. Well, no, that's not true. He works a lot.
Right.
Bhante works hard. So talk about that.
Yeah, I'm working hard. I'm not sitting and waiting for things to happen.
Right.
So I know I have charisma, I have my good karma and everything. Even I have that. To get that, I always believing I had to work hard. I had to work hard. So that's how I do. I always working hard. And also my teaching style is freestyle. And so when I create my teaching style, I just doing it, and doing it. Then finally I feel this is the right way to go. Then I can see how people react, how people respond. And more than I teaching to people, my word for that, I'm sharing love and compassion. So my teaching is not like a job, right? It is like service coming from my heart. So if somebody asks me, how do you do that? I don't know how to tell A to Z, this is the way I have to do it. I did it. So I just do it. In that moment, I don't know, maybe universe or whatever, the falling into my mind and heart. This is the thing I have to do. So especially for my loving kindness and healing workshop and my mindfulness classes, all those things, all are my spiritual experiences. As a Buddhist monk, what I learned myself and my inner practice, my deep practice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. That is good. What would you say to people if they're, and I get this question all the time, and actually just got an email from somebody the other day where she was asking me, she had joined the community, was asking me, She wants to go forward with the vision that she has, and she's just like, I just need the confidence to do it. How did you do it for yourself? Like, that's scary to go from Sri Lanka to the U.S., to go from Michigan to Chicago with nobody. It was just you, and I gotta go here.
So the number one, I really believe, I'm asking myself, am I ready to take the risk? That's the first thing. I'm always asking, I'm going to take a risk, so then whatever comes, I can handle.
Right.
So that's the number one skill or technique I have.
Yep.
So many people have that problem, very difficult to initiate, very difficult to start, very difficult to begin. So for me, I'm kind of excited about it. No, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it. It doesn't matter whatever comes, I will accept it. If something good happen, I will accept it. If something bad happen, I will accept it too. So that's the number one. Number two, I always do whatever I do with so much love and compassion. So for example, when somebody come to me and learn something, some mental difficulties or distractions, when they need help, when the person walk into me, I really feel that person. I don't know how. So when I see that person, I really feel this is the way I have answered that question. I surrender myself to that moment, and I deeply stay connected to my heart and my practice. And even that person is very emotional in front of me, I'm not emotional. So I'm always believing, if I'm emotional toward that person, listen to her or his story, how I'm going to help that person? I cannot. So if I really want to help that person, I have to stay calm, I have to maintain my smile, I have to stay confident, I have to stay kind and compassionate, so that way I can support that person.
Right.
So it doesn't bother me at all. Third one is the mindfulness practice. Whatever I face, whatever I experience, whatever I hear, whatever I see, I'm always aware about that feeling, thoughts, emotions, whatever it is. That's how I do my work. Those are the three areas. I think this mindfulness practice and loving kindness practice is the most important, powerful techniques I found myself in my life. I think always I'm thinking I'm the first. So if I want to give peace to the world, if I want to give healing to the world, I have to have peace, I have to have healing.
Nice.
So more than words, using more than words,
right,
and just being myself, it will help so many other people.
I love that! I love that!
I think that is my simple message.
Right.
Wherever I go, I add that message to people. I just being myself. Because the reason, my travel helps so much. People keep asking, how do you do this? How do you do this? I don't know how. And so I just be myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's what it means to really follow your heart and to be authentic. It's
Right.
like you are yourself, and from there you can just shine. And there you create healing and you emanate that.
Yeah. And also there's a last thing, I think we have to have a lot of trust about ourselves. So, sometimes when you make a decision, I'm not sure, maybe I will do it or not. So if you are doing that, you cannot success. So maybe whatever decision I'm making right now, maybe it will be wrong after a few days. But this moment, I'm trusting it.
Nice.
At this moment, I really feel it, I'm going to do it.
Right.
So we really have to have this trust. If you are kind of shaky, no way. You cannot do anything in your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so true. Yeah, and then if it's wrong, you just make a new decision.
Right, exactly.
With that same amount of trust.
Right, exactly. So then that way, I think if you follow these wonderful techniques, practical level, you can do a lot to the world. That's why I call adding more love to the world.
Yeah. Yeah, adding more love by taking risks.
Exactly, you got it.
Beautiful. I love it. I love it. So, they can find you at
www.bhantes, bluelotustemple.org. That's our temple website.
Yeah, bluelotustemple.org, and Bhante has awesome meditation CDs, loving kindness, mindfulness meditation CDs that you can receive off of the website as well, and they're really, really powerful, very simple but very powerful at the same time. And his schedule, your schedule's on there where you travel and
Yes,
everything?
you can find my schedule on Facebook and also the temple website. You can find me on Facebook, Bhante Sujatha. All the activities are there.
Yeah.
All my humanitarian projects, my charity work around the world,
Right.
and everything you can find and see the pictures, and I appreciate it.
Thank
you so much, Christina. Thank you so much. Have a peaceful day, okay?
Yes.
May all the peace be with you.
Peace. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and also share it with your online community. And also, if you'd like to receive weekly updates, inspiration, and intuitive guidance, come join us at iloveintuition.com. Sign up for our newsletter and receive love directly to you. Thank you. Have a magical day. Peace and blessings. Namaste. Thank you.